Okay, well, so guess we're here at the big decision again. So let's see, for Sayori, what do we got? I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No, I don't hate you. Well, the jury's still out on you, but I still love the both of you. And Sayori, for sure. I'm just heading up and down the line there. It's like, no! What gave you that idea? Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? You know, I just realized Natsuki wasn't even an option in this one. I don't know if you're... Well, I don't remember when I was doing Natsuki's route if Yuri was in there. Okay, let's just see for kicks and giggles. See, well, I guess I should... I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me! Oh, and the music stopped. Hold on 1 second. Yeah! Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. Huh? But... he picked me. That means he loves me. I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already suitable... jeez. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. So in other words, she doesn't need two helpers doing stuff for her. But Daniel was the one who... It's like, well, Daniel only picked you because of dialogue choices. That doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. Yeah, because... do you know what she's going to do if I don't? Well, I'm just thinking of the original game. You're the club president, Monica. Act like it. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? Yeah, like the fact that you're in love with me and you're psycho. Well, in the original game, you're a psycho who kills all your friends and takes us to the edge of the universe to be by ourselves. What are you saying, Yuri? Pretty much what I just said. In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe. That's true. You bet it's true. Think of the club, Monica. Yeah, and that's what you told me, like, 2 minutes ago. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Like, don't look at her, she's just a president. Okay. I get it. It's technically most logical for Daniel to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference, Daniel? Let's see. I can either choose Yuri or... Okay, I'll stop. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri, because Natsuki hates my guts and wants me to leave forever. Me? Are you serious? Yes, I am, because the game wouldn't even let me help you. And plus, I already helped you in another dimension. It's her turn. Why would you... Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I wasn't going to... No. I was just saying... So, you'll be helping Yuri then, Daniel? Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. Hi, Glad, I'm Daniel. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. Me too. Quite a bit. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? Well, I mean, she kind of doesn't have a choice right now. I mean, yeah, I am a pro after all. I already said I would be fine. Okay, okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour and salty. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Daniel? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. Yeah, just keep your expectations low, Monica. What about you, Natsuki? Grumpy. Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? Stop yelling! I didn't even do anything! Leave me alone! No! That's not what I meant at all! Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Daniel picked me. Because one, I really like you, and two, the game didn't really give me much of a choice here. In fact, literally from the three options, yours was the only one that was going to make me go anywhere. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kinda surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. And that just shows you how much of a more mature person she is. And there's more cases that's kind of how it goes. You have the more mature person kind of trying to handle the situation and, you know, something like that. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Don't worry, Yuri. I say bad things all the time. Sometimes it just slips out of my mouth and I don't even know. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. Well, she doesn't look too surprised. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I began to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. So, trying to fill the void that Sayori left. The cheerful, happy void. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Yeah, I guess. Sayori would probably say, like, how her cupcakes are the best in the world, and she can do anything, and... Okay, yeah, I'm terrible at thinking like Sayori. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No. I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Yeah, probably. If the event doesn't go quite as well compared to other mods. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there is nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around, and time stopped. I really gotta stop that. Sorry. I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. I would have walked out here willy-nilly and then I would have been like, oh crap, I didn't even think of that. Should I give you my phone number so you can call me maybe? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, it's just that there's a bunch of construction work going on and it smells awful and... Okay, no. No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Well, we could, but then... Has anyone actually rendered, like, Yuri's house other than the New Eyes mod? I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house because I want to get to know my future husband. Okay, no. It's like, I'm just putting words in her mouth at this point, and I shouldn't be. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. Although, maybe not to that extreme, but maybe that's why she wants to do it. Just to kind of push through her comfort zone and get to know MC better. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I can manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Daniel. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you chose me because you felt bad or something. That's not true, Yuri. It's because I love you and I want to marry you and... Okay, I already did that joke. Wait. You don't actually think that, do you? Aw, don't think that way. I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. That I'm in love with you. Okay, no, that's not it. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. And I'm a pro at overthinking things. It's not good. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Huh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. Poor girl. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. Yuri, at least let me take you to dinner first. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. I have to skip the story again. Oh, pff. Okay, well that didn't take long. Let's see. Let's see. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? I can't believe this. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. And I don't know why he says handling her, like... I'm thinking like when you say handling, like handling a goat or a horse or something. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? I don't know, for some reason that sentence sounds weird. It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. This is strictly business. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. And if I don't, then I'm gonna have a really bad time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. And I'm not going to because the story's going to get skipped by the guy playing this. Okay, well, I guess if it's anything like Natsuki's route, I'm hoping I don't have to worry too much about Sayori jumping in. Okay, as I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. It was the mailman! No. Mailmen don't even work on Sundays. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. I was just out at the market. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. Aww. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that, for some reason. Probably because she was nervous and maybe freaking out a little bit internally. It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. It should be, but when your anxiety is going crazy, sometimes you overlook certain things like that. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. Why? Do you have something you don't want her to see? It's so clean. Your helmet is so big. Okay, no. I cleaned it before you came over, so... That's very considerate of you to do. Well, to be fair, I mean, this room looks pretty much the same as it always does. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean, but then we wouldn't have as much time to do the decorations. At least I would think so. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. Oh god. Did you really have something like that in there? I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Is someone being naughty? I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. At least you didn't see any of the magazines. I really hope that's not what was going on, although, knowing how some visual novels go, maybe that is what he had in there. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap, as if to make sure she's keeping track of them. I'm not taking my eyes off the both of you for 1 second. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles, sexy lighting. Oh, I suppose that would be mood lighting as well. Oh wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I wanted to help take our guests to a faraway place, like Narnia. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. Yeah, definitely cupcakes. Which is why we should put them at the back of the room and not the front door. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. I don't know how else you would put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It just means you're fiercely passionate about what your duties are. Okay, well I guess fiercely passionate and intense probably mean the same thing in this. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Aww. Always be happy, Yuri. I like it when you're happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. It's just the two of us, after all. There's no one else here to judge you. Or anything like that. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. Relaxation. I always have trouble with that word. At least reading it. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, I think that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? It's a rolling pin for smacking you over the head with, like Muriel does to Eustace. Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. Okay, well, yeah, I'm just being stupid, but what else is new? How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Well, other than the Pokemon move, I only know very little about it. But let's see what MC says. Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you use, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. Okay, no. It's almost like magic. And magic is everything. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? And I don't know if this is true or not, and I didn't know this when I played the game originally, but jasmine oil, there's something a little, you know, about it. It's like, oh yeah, it'll definitely make you feel relaxed. A little too relaxed, if you ask me. But I don't know if that's actually true or not. But if it is true, then Yuri's kind of a closet freak, then, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose Jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation, and it's also the name of my favorite gym leader. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. And possibly that other thing, if it's true. I don't know where I heard about it, but, you know, supposedly, it definitely enhances your emotions, and it definitely drives something in your body. You feel warmer, and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? After reading what I've read, I don't even know. It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Okay, well what if she was putting a bunch of cyanide all over the place? Would you be okay with that? Okay, no, Yuri wouldn't do that. At least, this Yuri. I don't know about the crazy one. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself, looking like an angel. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it right over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different kanji character on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then, we can fasten the kanji paper onto the ribbons to create a curtain, a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Yeah, it'll be like a bead curtain, except, well, with ribbons and paper. It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Somebody's blushing. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Either that or it's the jasmine oil kicking in. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Or that. Here's a marker, Daniel. You can write any character you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? What are you doing with knives? The knife is strangely beautiful. Like the woman holding it. Okay, that one was just asking me to say something. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. A little too fancy. I don't like it. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. This is a judgment-free zone. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. Danger? What am I saying? What are you saying? It's like, the danger, really? Well, there's one thing about it, but I'm sure I know we'll get into that eventually. Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not. Please don't be sad. No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing next to you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. Yeah, I mean, like, Angelina Jolie was into collecting knives. I don't know if she still is. Oh well. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah. It's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands, and then I try to do some quick moves with it, failing. Okay, no. It's like, don't do that if you're bad with knives. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? I don't know. Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Daniel! Why did you do that? I don't know, I'm just weird. I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. No, it's not. It's his fault for being dumb. I should have warned you. Remember, kids, knives are sharp. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Okay, yeah, she's a closet freak. Well, actually, I don't even know. They never really explained this. But it seems like everyone has a thing about sticking another person's finger into their mouth. I mean, him and Natsuki, her and him. It's like, what is this? I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. The most embarrassing thing you've ever done so far. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise. Well, I guess she was trying to help, right? I mean, I guess, but then... I mean, wouldn't I have been better off just doing that with my own finger, just stop the bleeding? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Because I'm a closet freak too. Yeah, seriously, it's like... So now he has Natsuki and Yuri's fingers in his mouth. Well, not at the same time, but... whatever. Daniel! Did you really just do that? Yeah, apparently I did. Now we're even. Well, except she's kind of freaked out by it, maybe. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Well, maybe because you did do something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. Then why did you do it anyway? If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Daniel. But that's why I love you. Yuri giggles shyly. I'm not weird. Yuri calling me weird? Well, I mean, you kind of are. I mean, what normal person gets pleasure from randomly sticking a girl's finger in his mouth? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Yeah, so I guess it stopped on its own, kind of. Look, it already stopped bleeding. Okay, there you go. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted.